The word for you today is Monday, June 26. Still June. Do something. Just do something. 1 John chapter 3, verse 18 says, "Dear children, let us not love with words or tongue, but with actions and in truth." The Apostle John probably speaks of love more than Paul or any other biblical writer. He was one of those that was closest to Jesus, and you remember how he always referred to himself, the one whom Jesus loved. Undoubtedly, it was Jesus' love for people that impacted John the most, because John wasn't, he and his brother were known as the sons of thunder, so that doesn't sound like mild-mannered people. But it was that love of Jesus that really broke through. His message in 1 John is about love. Look at how he starts off in chapter 3, verse 18. Look how he starts off. He says, "Dear children." He's speaking tenderly to believers. He says, let us not love with words or tongue. John's addressing them tenderly, but then he has a strong word of encouragement. And he's not saying don't speak good words, but what he's saying is, what good does it do to say nice things to people when they have a need and you don't do anything to meet it? It says, let us not love with words or tongue, but with actions and in truth. Jesus demonstrated that. Jesus told us how much he loved us. Then he went to the cross and he died for us. Same way with us. When we see somebody who has a need, and we just say, well, I'll pray for you. Sure, that makes them feel great. And sometimes that's what needs to be done. But sometimes maybe we need to do just a little bit more. Maybe there's some action we need to take. We need to go get some food for them, or we need to mow their yard, or we need to do something. Maybe we just need to sit and listen. Not say anything, but just be there. But do something. In your home, when is the last time you did something for somebody in your home that they didn't ask you to do it? You just did it out of love for them. How do you feel when people do that for you? It's like, wow, that's nice. Is there somebody in your home that you can do something for today? Something that they're not expecting, something that they would like, but they're not asking you to do it. There was a man named Father Damien. He was a priest. He became famous for his willingness to serve lepers. Matter of fact, he lived on this island in Hawaii that had been quarantined, and all lepers were placed on this island. And he went there to minister to them, and over time, for 16 years he lived there, and he taught them, and he bathed their wounds, and he took care of them, and he built homes for them. He built over 2,000 caskets, so when one died, they could be buried with dignity. One day, as he stood up to address the people with his sermons, he started off with these two words. He says, "We lepers." We lepers. Apparently he had not said that before, because in taking care of them, apparently he had contracted leprosy. Now he wasn't just helping them, but he was actually one of them. He wasn't just sitting on their island. He wasn't just living there. He became one of them. And isn't that what Jesus did? Jesus left heaven and came to earth, confined himself to skin and bones like you and me. And he lived with us. He became one of us. And he died. But then he rose from the dead. Jesus came and became one of us. Let me ask you, how do you feel about the people you live with, your family? Are you one of them, or do you just kind of reside there? When we're with somebody, we become with them and we love them. We look for ways that we can do things for them. Today, don't look and see, what can somebody do for me? But could you surprise somebody in your family by doing something for them without them even asking? You're sitting around today. Don't just sit around. Do something. Have a good day.